a video for the review on Wednesday. So first, go back to number one. Number one says all corresponding sides have to be what for the figures to be similar? All the corresponding sides have to be proportional. All corresponding sides have to be proportional. Okay, so please remember all corresponding sides have to be proportional. You will have multiple questions on this on the quiz. Okay, all corresponding sides have to be what for the figures to be similar? All corresponding sides of the angles, all corresponding angles have to be congruent. So another word for congruent is equal. So all angles have to be congruent or equal. Please, you're going to have at least 3 questions over this one question. So, number 3, which of the following statements is true about the relationship of the side lengths of ABC and ADE? So we got to figure out which one's true. So first off, you have triangle ABC to triangle ADE. So my first answer choice says CB. So up here, CB goes with DE. That's correct. The other side says BD. Well, BD aren't even on the same triangle, so that means automatically A is wrong. Okay, my next one says AB. AB goes with AD. Good so far. My next side says BC. BC goes with DE. That is the same as right here. So B is correct. Okay, 4, what's the measure of BC? So I'm going to draw 2 triangles to be able to break it up. So I got one big one. Oops, that looks a little weird. And then you got one small one. So the big one has a base of 6 and a height of, well, I don't know the height of the entire thing. This is the height of the entire thing. So I have to do 4 plus 8, which is 12. So then I don't know the base of this guy, but I do know the height's 8. So I can do 12 over 8 is equal to 6 over x, and I can cross multiply. So you do 6 times 8, which is 48. 12 times x, which is 12x. So then you divide 12 into 48, and you get 4. So x equals 4. So my length of BC equals 4. Okay, number 5. In the diagram above, triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. What's the measure of PR? So you have ABC to PQR. So what's the measure of PR? So we're trying to find this measure. So we're going to set up a proportion. So we're going to have 6 over 12 is equal to 7 over x. So you're going to do 7 times 12, which is 84. And then 6 times x is 6x. So you're going to divide 6 into 84. So the answer should be 14, which is A. There it is. Because 6 goes into 24 4 times. Sorry for not finishing that, guys. My bad. Okay, 6. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Angle B has a measure of 60 degrees. So this right here is 60 degrees. So what's the measure of Q? Well, if I have triangle ABC to PQR, well, B has to equal Q. So if B is 60, that means Q is 60. So that means this right here is 60 degrees. All right, 7. Trapezoid MNOP is similar to trapezoid STUV. Okay, so let's draw it real quick. MNOP to trapezoid STUV. So the length NO right here is 6, and the length MP is 16. Well, the length of TU is 12, and I don't know what SV is. So I'm going to do 6 over 12 is equal to 16 over x. And we're going to cross multiply. So you're going to do 16 times 12, which is 192. And then 6 times x, which is 6x. So then you're going to divide by 6 to both sides. 6 goes into 19 3 times. That's 18. 6 goes into 12 2 times. So my new length is 32. Okay, 8. On a scale drawing of a house, 1 inch represents 6.5 feet. Okay, right then and there, 1 inch represents 6.5 feet. That's the first thing you write. If the kitchen has dimensions of 5 inches by 2 inches, what's the perimeter of the kitchen? So we're going to create two proportions. We're going to convert 5 inches, and we're going to use the same ratio. And we're going to convert 2 inches. So we're going to cross multiply. Well, 5 times 6.5 is 5.32, so it's 32.5. Hold on, let me make sure that's correct. Yep, 32.5 is equal to x. And then 2 times 6.5 is 13. So I have a rectangle, or a kitchen, which is a rectangle, with sides 13 and 32.5. So it means this side's 13 and this one is 32.5. So I got to find the perimeter. Well, you're going to do 13 plus 13, which is 26, 32.5 plus 32.5, which is 65. So you're going to do 65 plus 26, which is 91. Whoops, grab that sign. My bad. So the perimeter is 91. Remember, perimeter is just adding up all the sides. Let me make sure I did that right, because I do make mistakes. Yep, 91. So it'd be 91 feet. Okay, number 9. The perimeter of a rectangle is 44, the perimeter of the rectangle WXYZ is 44 inches. A scale factor is used to dilate rectangle WXYZ to rectangle ABCD. What's the perimeter of rectangle ABCD? Okay, well, this is actually one of the easier ones. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the perimeter of WXYZ and you're going to multiply by the factor. So I'm actually going to write it like this. You're going to do 2.25 times 44 to find the new perimeter for ABCD. Move your decimal twice. So my new perimeter is 99. Okay, and let me make sure this is correct. It is 99. So all you have to do is take the original perimeter and multiply by the scale factor to figure out its new perimeter for the rectangle. Okay, 10. Mark drew the following diagram of his park on a scale factor of 2 inches for 18 feet. Okay, that's the first thing you write. 2 inches for every 18 feet. What is the area of the actual park? Okay, well, luckily this problem is just like what we did on Monday. So we're going to have to write two proportions. So I'm going to convert 11 inches, write that over x, take the same proportion, write that 7 over x, and you're going to cross multiply. So you're going to do 11 times 18. 11 times 18 is 198. 2 times x is just 2x. So then you divide by 2, which is 99. So I'm going to cross through this 11 inches, and you're write 99 feet. So now you're going to do 7 times 18, which is 126. And then you're going to divide by 2, which is 63. So I'm going to cross out through these 7 inches, and you're going to write 63. Well, that's not when I'm not done yet. It's because it's actually asking for the area. Well, the way you find the area is just multiply length times width. So you're going to do 99 times 63. Oops, that's messing up. So you get 6,237. Let's make sure that's correct. 6,237. So my area is 6,237 feet squared. Okay, two more. Number 11. Kelly's doll quilt is similar to her own quilt by a ratio of 1 to 8. If the width of her doll's quilt is 5 inches, how wide is her own quilt? So you're going to write 1 over 8, because this was 1 inches to assuming feet, is equal to 5 inches over x. So you're going to do 5 times 8, which is 40. 1 times x, which is just x. So her quilt is, this is inches as well. Let me redo this problem because my pen is also messing up. Okay, so this is 1 inch for every 8 inches. So for every 1 inch her doll's quilt is, it equals her quilt 8 inches. So you're going to write 5 inches over x, because this is her doll's, this is yours. So you're going to do 5 times 8, which is 40, and 1 times x, which is just x. So again, her quilt is 40 inches long, or wide, excuse me. Okay, last one. As shown in the diagram.
I need the following students to report to the cafeteria.
Hold on, guys.
Michaela Edridge, Alexis Redhouse, Cece Guzman, and Zach King to the cafeteria.
Okay, so as shown in the diagram below, Manuel is standing outside next to a flagpole. Manuel is 5 feet 6 inches tall, and his shadow is 50 inches long. Okay, so he right here, this is 50 inches. The flagpole's shadow is 80 inches. Okay, so this whole thing is 80 inches. I'm actually going to redraw this diagram because I don't like it having it together. So I have a small person. Here's my person. His shadow is 50 inches long. And then I have a flag whose shadow is 80 inches long. Well, I don't know how tall the flagpole is. I do know that Manuel is 5 feet 6 inches. Well, those are 2 different units. So I need to convert them to 1 unit. So I'm going to convert 5 feet to inches. Well, there's 1 foot for every 12 inches. So you're going to do 12 times 5, which is 60. So that's 60 inches, plus his other 6 inches comes to a total of 66 inches. So he's a total of 66 inches tall. Okay? So let me see if I can actually copy this. Oops, not that. So I'm actually going to make this smaller, make that go away. So we're just using this picture right now, so we're going to set up a proportion. So you're going to do 66 over x is equal to 50 over 80. Well, look, I have 2 zeros on top of each other. That can cancel out. So you're going to do 5 times x, which is 5x, and then 66 times 8, and 66 times 8 is 528. So then you're going to divide that by 5. And then, so 5 goes into 528. How many times? 105.6. So this right here is 105.6 inches. That's your answer. Again, I know I did this pretty quickly, but we've been working on this for the past couple weeks. So again, just watch the video in your own time on Google Classroom. Other than that, have a great day. I'll see y'all tomorrow for the quiz. Thank you, guys.